Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ha. Duknia, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. Hello.
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good, that's good. Who else can I see? Fong Lin. Fong Lin.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Fong Lin, how are you?
I'm fine. Great to you.
Good, good. Can you turn your camera on, please, Fong Lin, so I can see you?
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Okay, nice to see you. All right,
Nice
so
to see you.
thank you. So please tell me one interesting thing that's happened to you this week. So for example, Trami has told me she got her 3rd vaccination this week. What's one thing that happened to you this week, Fung Lin?
One thing.
One thing. Just one thing. Anything.
Today this week I go to school. I meet new friends and they're friendly.
Okay, so remember, because it's happened in the past, it's past tense, obviously. So this week I went. Yeah, I went to. I went to. Yeah, not go to. Go to is either present or future.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you. That's great. Duknia.
Yeah.
Duknia, please tell me one thing that's happened to you this week.
Probably I get to meet my friends and new friends when I have to like go to our school to.
So this is something that has already happened. This is something you've already done.
Yeah.
Okay, so this week I got to meet some new friends, is what you say. Remember,
okay.
you have to talk in past tense about things that have already happened. Okay, so this week I got to meet some new friends at your new school, did you say?
Just new class, the same school. Yeah.
New class, same school. Okay, great. Good English. Thank you. All right, everyone, please remember not to be shy when talking. I know some of you feel shy, but please don't, because the more you speak, the more I can help you. Okay, so please, I want to hear you talk. I don't mind if you make mistakes. If you make a mistake, doesn't matter. In fact, if you make a mistake, of course, that is good in some ways, because it means I can correct you and help you. So please speak freely, okay? Even though I know some of you feel a little bit shy, just please speak freely. Don't worry about mistakes because I will help you. Okay, who else can I see here? Who is this, Mrs. Ha?
Because Leza Ling, last lesson, she was not in the class.
She wasn't in the class.
Yes. But
so this is Gialin.
Zaling.
Zalin.
Yes.
Okay, put this down. Zalin, can you turn your camera on, please?
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Zalin. So can you please move your camera down a little bit so I can see your face? Thank you. Okay, Zalin. So please tell me one thing that happened to you this week.
I just stayed at home.
You just stayed at home?
Yes.
So you didn't go anywhere?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you go last weekend instead of coming to the class?
I went to my hometown.
I went to my hometown. Okay, I went
to my hometown.
Yeah, I went to my hometown. Where is your hometown?
It's Quy Nhơn.
Okay, and how far from Hanoi is that?
I don't know, so it's very far.
Okay, so in a question like that, you would say, I'm not sure, but you can either say in kilometers, okay, or in time. So you can either
Yes.
say, I don't know, but it's about 100 kilometers, or I'm not sure, but it took us about 1 hour to
Yes.
drive there. Okay, so that is the way to answer that question in English. I'm not sure, but it's about 100 kilometers, or I'm not sure, it took us about 1 hour to drive.
Yes.
Okay, does that make sense? Okay, great. Okay, so shall I start, Mrs. Ha?
Yes, please.
Okay,
And Bình Minh, he is not at the class today because
Din Min,
yeah, Bình Minh, his
who
mother.
else do we have? Fung Ni.
Phương Nhi, Phương Nhi also that because now she's going to her hometown.
Oh, she's gone to her hometown.
Yeah, and to
Okay. Okay, and Bao Lin.
Bảo Linh, I don't know why. Yes, let me text her.
Maybe she will come.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everybody. First, does anyone have any questions for me? No questions? Great. Okay. You are okay to turn your cameras off now, by the way, if you like. That's fine. I don't mind. I always like to see you at the beginning and end, though. So if you want to turn your camera off from now on, it's fine. Okay. Can Mrs. Ha, can I please have screen sharing?
Yes, of course.
I click on the screen sharing and it says host has disabled screen sharing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So annoying.
So annoying, I know.
Oh, okay. Share screen.
Share screen, yeah.
You cannot share.
No, I click on share screen and it said host has disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh, okay. So yes, so maybe now, please. Okay, I have to see. I'm so sorry for that, but maybe you.
That's okay. Hasn't happened before. Hasn't happened before. I haven't seen this before.
I don't know why it's happened. Okay, I will reset on that, right?
Okay.
But now
do we have to log off first and then log back in?
No. Yeah, I know. Don't need to log off. But I think now you should have some other activities with the student, right? And
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay. So while we are waiting for that.
Try it again, please.
Yeah. Now it works.
Okay.
It works now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. So what we are going to do, every lesson, we will start off with a small test for you to do. All right. And this is today's test. So last week, I think I mentioned to some of you to remember to use articles when you are talking. Articles are very small words like the and are the main ones. But they are very important in English. If you don't use them in English sentences, your English doesn't sound correct. So you do need to use them. Okay, so please look at these. There are 10 gaps here, 9 sentences, but there are 10 gaps. Please choose the correct article, either a or an or the, to fill in the 10 gaps. All right, please just have a read of these sentences, and then I will ask each one of you. Okay, just checking how many we've got in the class. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll give you another minute to do this. So see if anyone can get 100%. See if anyone can get all 10 correct. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Tra mi.
Yes.
Okay, Tra mi, can you read for me the first sentence, number 1? Okay, and put in the correct article, please, in the 2 spaces.
This test measures a concentration of acids in the stomach.
Okay, so this last one, Tra mi, is pronounced stomach. Okay,
Stomach.
like it is a K, all right? Stomach, stomach. Even though it is spelled CH, it is pronounced K, stomach, stomach. All right. What was the first article, Tra mi? What is the first one?
A concentration.
No, yeah. What is the missing article? And or the. And or the. Which one?
I think
You think okay. In
Yes.
fact, it is the. In this case, it is the. This test measures the concentration of acid in the stomach. Okay, has to be the. All right, so everyone else, please give yourself a mark if you got 2 the there. Has to be the each time. Okay, Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, number 2, please. Can you read the sentence with the correct article?
It took an incredibly long time for the result to be announced.
Okay, good reading. And you are correct. It took an incredibly long time. A-N, is the correct article there. Okay, so give yourself another mark if you put an. Who else? Fung Lin. Number
The
3.
high percentage of businesses fall in the first year.
Okay, it is a high percentage. All right, it is a high percentage. All right, it is a because you are not talking about one particular business. Okay, you are talking about many businesses, plural. So it has to be a. Has to be a. It would be the if you were talking about one particular business. Okay, but good reading otherwise. So this one is a, number 3. Number 4, Zalin.
The study found that the significant number of people have 2 cars.
Okay, so what did you say the missing article was?
The
Okay, so the same rule applies as I was just saying before. It has to be a because, all right, it is talking about more than one thing. So it has to be a significant number of people had 2 cars. All right, so you're talking about a lot of people, not just one person. So in this case, it should be a. The study found that a significant number of people had 2 cars. Okay, Tra mi. Number 5.
all children should receive a basic education.
Correct. All children should receive a basic education. Correct. And again, it is a because we're talking about lots of children. All children should receive a basic education. A is correct. Number 6, please. Duknia.
These changes have succeeded to a certain level, a certain extent.
Correct. These changes have succeeded to a certain extent. Certain extent, by the way, means these changes have succeeded a little bit. A little bit. That's what a certain extent means. A synonym for that phrase would be a little bit. These changes have succeeded a little bit, not a lot. These changes have succeeded to a certain extent. A is the missing article. Thank you, Dr. Nia. Fung Lin. Number 7.
Me.
That's you, Fong Lin.
The HR department deals with uh, recruit at
Yeah, try. What do you think? Try. What do you think?
recruitment.
Yes, very close. Recruitment.
Recruit.
Recruitment of new staff. Okay, and you are correct. It is with the recruitment of new staff. Recruitment. By the way, Fung Lin, this word here, recruitment, it's as you might know already, a lot of English is made up of words from other languages. Okay, this word here, recruitment, comes from French, a French word. Okay, which is why you don't pronounce the I. All right, so it is if the I is not there. A lot of French words, you don't pronounce the I when it is with another vowel. So that is the same in this case. So that is why it is pronounced recruitment, even though there's an I hiding in there. Okay, the HR department deals with the recruitment of new staff. Fung Lin, do you know what HR stands for, by the way? Okay, it stands
I don't
for,
know.
okay, stands for human resources. Okay, many big companies have a human resources department. Human resources, of course, is just a synonym for people, for your staff, for the company. And they usually don't say human resources. They just say HR for short. All right, number 8. Where are we up to? Zalin.
What is the significance of these figures?
Correct. What is the significance of these figures? The is the missing article. And number 9, Trami. You get lots of goes. Trami.
She has an excellent command of English.
She has an excellent command of English. Okay, this word here, command, the stress is on the second part of the word. All right, command. She has an excellent command of English. Okay, did anyone get 10? Did anyone get 10? How many did you get, Trami?
I get 7.
That's very good. Okay, how many did you get, Duknia?
I got 8. I think.
8 is good. 8 is very good. Fung Lin, how many?
I think this 7.
7. Okay, and Zalin?
It's 6.
6. Okay, so 7 is good. 7 is good. If you got less than 7, you need to just be practicing this a little bit more. So just quickly, I will go through them again. All right. This test measures the concentration of acid in the stomach. It took an incredibly long time. A high percentage of businesses fail. The study found that a significant number of people, all children should receive a basic education. These changes have succeeded to a certain extent. The HR department deals with the recruitment of new staff, the or the. What is the significance of these figures? And she has an excellent command of English. Any questions about that test? Okay, and I think, Bao Lin has joined us. Hello, Bao Lin.
Yes. She doesn't
Hello.
have Wi-Fi at her home.
Sorry, she doesn't have,
Wi-Fi because
she doesn't have Wi-Fi.
because electricity is off at her home.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, no, good.
Yeah.
What? Because is there some storm in Hanoi
story.
today?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but what can she hear what I am saying?
I think so, because now
Okay.
she's joining in.
Right. So she can hear, but she
Yeah,
can
but-
she talk? Can
Mm,
she talk or not?
Yes, she can, but I think a little bit more slowly.
Okay.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right, everyone. So what we're going to do now is, as I think I said last week, what we're going to be doing for the next few weeks in this class is concentrating on speaking. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the Ielts speaking test. What is required from you and how the examiner will give you marks for this test. Some of you might be familiar with this, maybe some of you aren't, but just to make sure everyone is familiar, I will run through this with you. All right, there are 3 pages of this, and then we will start working on part of it. But this is just to give you an overall understanding of how the IELTS speaking test works. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do is we will start reading a paragraph each. All right, this is again good practice for your reading, and also I can get to listen to you and correct any pronunciation problems you have. All right, Trami. Hi, Trami.
Yes.
Hi, okay. Can you please read from the first paragraph, okay, down to etc. at the end of the second paragraph, okay?
Okay. The IELTS speaking test. The speaking test lasts 11 to 40 minutes. It is a face-to-face interview with an IELTS examiner. The examiner will make an audio recording of your interview. The test is in 3 parts. Part 1. You answer general questions about yourself. The first set of questions are usually about your work, studies, or your hometown. Then 2 more sets of questions on 2 different topics, usually 4 questions on each topic. Example,
Okay,
children,
yes.
music, food, technology, sport, shopping, friends, fashion, the weather, holidays, readings, each child.
Okay, that was very good reading, Trami. Excellent pronunciation. Okay, very good. So just 2 things to correct. Firstly, EG, this is pronounced, okay? EG. Whenever you see this, this is very common in English writing, EG. And it means, Trami, as you guessed, for example. For example, okay? And the reason it doesn't say FE, okay, is because this is a Latin abbreviation. About 60% of English words are based on Latin, which is what the Romans in Italy used to speak 2,000 years ago. I was saying before about how English has borrowed words from a lot of languages, and Latin is the main one. Okay, so it says EG because this is a Latin expression. That's why it doesn't say FE, but it means for example. So when you see this written down, you just say EG. You don't need to say for example, just say EG. Okay, and this last one here, again, is Latin, and it is etc. Okay, but you will always usually see it, just about always see it abbreviated or written in its short version, which is this, ETC. But for this one, you do actually say etc. So I hope that makes sense. For this one, you say EG, but for this one, you say etc., not ETC. You actually have to say etc. All right, Trami, are there any questions, Trami, about any of the words in those 2 paragraphs? Are there any words you don't understand?
I think no.
Okay, good. All right. Again, Trami, before I finish with you, I will read this next one. You won't be asked about politics, family, or religion. Why not, Trami? You Yeah, what do you think? Why do you think you won't be asked? The examiner won't ask you about politics, family, or religion. Why not?
Có nghĩ ra lý do không?
I think that because ask about politics, family, or religion is a privation.
Ah, almost. So is why private is the word you want. Okay, private is private. Okay, that is one reason, but also these topics can be a little bit, and the English word is controversial. Controversial.
Controversial là gì nhớ? Là gây tranh cãi, kiểu như là người ta sẽ rất có nhiều ý kiến khác nhau ấy.
Okay, they are controversial, which means there can often be a lot of disagreement between people, especially with religion or politics. Okay, so in the exam, they won't ask you anything which might cause some sort of problem or argument or be controversial, or family is usually private. Okay, so they won't ask you about that. So you had the correct word, just not the correct form, Trami. So very good. Actually, I will write down that. Where is it gone? I hope you can see if I write something in chat, I hope you can see it. Ah, sorry, didn't spell it. Can you all see? Can you see that, Trami?
No.
Controversial.
The same problem we had last week, Mrs. Ha.
Why? Because
I'm sending them something in chat. Maybe I should use the whiteboard instead, do you think?
because I set the mode like everyone can chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they should be able to see what I'm sending them.
Yeah. Everyone can chat together.
All right. Can you see that, Mrs. Ha?
I can see that.
You can see it.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
see.
So can you see Trami?
Con không nhìn thấy à Trà My?
Nhìn thấy cái chỗ ở chat ấy ạ? Không ạ? Bởi vì cô đặt cho chat với mỗi cô.
Bởi vì là thực ra thầy không biết cách thôi chứ bây giờ mấy đứa thử chat lên xem nào, mấy đứa thử chat send to all everyone xem nào, mấy đứa thử chat thử vào đây hộ cô xem nào. Bởi vì cô đặt cái chế độ ấy mà, tại sao lại host everyone? Okay, so you again please, teacher.
Yes. Can everyone see or not?
Yes, you can see.
They can see. Okay, good. All right. All right, everyone. So this is the word controversial. Okay, it means something that can cause argument. Okay, something that not everyone, a topic that not everyone agrees with. For example, or e.g., politics or religion. Okay. All right, who's next to do some reading? Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, Duknia, can you read, please, the next paragraph? Couple of paragraphs, please.
The ideal length of an answer is 2 or 3 sentences. Try to answer each question with a reason or example. If you give a answer that is too short, for the examiner will prompt you to say more by asking you why or why not. E.g., which of these is the better answer to the question? What kind of food do you like to eat?
All right, sorry, I'll just stop you there, Duknia. I just want to correct a couple of one of your pronunciations. So this word here, remember, is examiner. Examiner. I think you said examiner. Okay, it is actually examiner. So this X here is pronounced like it is a G. Egg, like eggs. Examiner. Examiner. All right. And Duknia, do you know what this word means? Prompt. Prompt.
Hiểu ơi.
No, I don't.
Okay, in this context, it means to ask. Okay, so a synonym in this sentence would be will ask you to say more. All right. So and again, I will mention this often through our lessons. Many English words have two meanings depending on what sentence they are used in. So prompt has actually two meanings. Prompt means to ask someone about something. It also means prompt means to be on time for some appointment. All right. So if I say to you, the lesson starts at 2 o'clock, please be prompt. It means please be on time. But prompt can also mean to ask you something. Just depends on the context of the sentence. Okay. Can
Okay.
you please look near?
Moment please. Okay, I will
Yeah.
tất cả mọi người đã hiểu gì nhỉ? Hiểu cách dùng cái từ prompt chưa nhỉ? Mọi người hiểu chưa? Gì nhỉ? Phương Linh nào? Phương Linh có hiểu thầy vừa nói giải thích không? Phương Linh ơi,
Hello ạ.
con có hiểu thầy vừa giải thích cái từ prompt không?
Có
gì?
đại khái rồi ạ.
Đại khái thế à? Thế còn các bạn khác nào nhỉ? Gia Linh hiểu chưa con? Gia Linh ơi, bật mic vào sân nào.
Dạ có ạ.
Con không hiểu rồi gì? Ok, nhưng mà cái
Vâng.
loại từ nó khác nhau nhé. Một cái là ví dụ như là to ask hay là gì thì nó sẽ là động từ. Thế còn khi mà nó là phải cần thiết là phải đúng giờ, mau lẹ thì nó sẽ là tính từ. Ok, thank you. Thank you teacher.
Thank you, Mrs. Ha. Okay. Duknia,
Yes.
can you keep reading, please, from which? Starting from which?
Which of these is the better answer to the question? What kind of food do you like to eat? A, Thai food because it's spicy. B, fast food. C, I really like home cooked food like my mom makes because she is a brilliant cook. For example, she makes the most delicious chicken stew in the whole world. D, in my country, we make many different meals. Spaghetti, pizza, lasagna, ice cream, and meatballs.
Okay, good reading. Very good reading. So what is the correct answer, Duknia? Which of these is the better answer to the question? A, B, C, or D? A, B,
I
C,
think
or D?
C. I think C.
Okay. And why C? C, you are correct. But why?
Because they make examples and
Yes,
the reason. There's a reason and examples.
that's right. They give a reason and an example. And Duknia, so why isn't D a good answer?
I
Why
think it's just listing of meals, not like answer
Yes.
the question.
You are correct. Very good. That is correctly right. They're not answering the question. All they are doing is giving a list of nouns, actually. These are all nouns. All they are doing is giving a list of nouns. They're not giving a reason or an example. Okay, that is just a list of nouns. And last question, Duknia, you're doing very well so far, 2 out of 2. The third question is, what country do these meals come from? In D.
Probably Italy.
Correct. Well done. Excellent. Okay. Okay. So I hope, please, even though it is not your turn to speak, please read and listen to what the other students are saying. Okay. Because it is important that you understand what is required for the Ielts test. Okay. Because we are going to be practicing this very shortly. And it also gets you used to listening to someone else speaking English, of course. Okay. So, Fong Lin.
Yes.
All right, Fong Lin, your turn, please. Can you please read from part 2 until in the past? Okay.
Okay. You give a talk for up to 2 minutes, after which is an examiner.
Examiner.
Examiner may ask 1 or 2 questions on the same topic. You base your talk on a topic card given to you by the examiner, and you have one
Yeah,
minute to.
sorry, examiner. Examiner.
examiner.
Yeah,
And you have
examiner.
1 minute to prepare your talk based on the card. You can make some notes and refer to them during your talk if you wish. It's important to make use of this minute. Write down key vocabulary, write down grammatical words. If the topic is about something in the past, write down word phrases like used to and ago to remind you to stay in the past.
Okay, that's very good reading. Thank you, Fong Lin. All right, and just remember, everyone, this word is examiner. Okay, I know this part here is pronounced minor in a different context, but in this context, when it is like this word, it is pronounced examiner, examiner, examiner. Consider that, but then you can talk about something else slightly different. All right, so it's not good ever to say the examiner, I don't know, without giving some explanation. Again, with your answers, don't just say yes or no to a question. Remember what we looked at before, you should always have some reason and an example for saying yes or no. Okay, if you make a mistake, don't worry. It's okay to correct yourself or just keep going. Just keep going. Okay, part 2, all right. Use your 1 minute preparation time to make notes about your preparation. Again, we will practice all of this. You look at the card and you look at the card, the topics on the card to give you ideas as a guide. And it is also very useful to write down your closing sentence. Write down the very last thing you want to say, because that gives a very neat and tidy end to your talk. And it also, if you have a neat and tidy end to your talk, it leaves a very good impression with the examiner. All right, it makes it sound to the examiner's ears like you knew what you were talking about all along. We will talk more about this later. Part 3, not going to worry too much about this now. Again, we will practice this later. Okay, are there any questions about the Ielts speaking test that I have detailed to you here? Trami.
Can you send this file to me?
You would like a copy of this? Okay. If you send me your email addresses, okay.
I send it to the chat.
Send it to the chat?
Yes.
Con ơi, Trà My ơi.
Dạ.
Còn tốt nhất là bác nghĩ là cái này nhé, mọi người muốn thầy lưu lại cái email của mình ấy, thì tốt nhất là mọi người chủ động viết thư cho thầy, đồng ý không? Mọi người chủ động viết mail cho thầy, xong chào hỏi, xong ghi tên tôi là gì này, cái này là email của tôi này, và tôi xin cái tài liệu nào này, cái bài nào này, đúng không? Như thế thì nó sẽ tiện hơn, là bởi vì thầy công nghệ thông tin của thầy cũng không được tốt lắm đâu, cho nên là cô toàn phải ngồi cô hỗ trợ đó. Và con gửi vào chat một cái xong thầy lại bỏ quên đi, hoặc là lại thầy ghi lại lưu nó vào chỗ nào đấy nó mất đi á. Thế thì thay bằng cái việc đó là chúng mình cứ trực tiếp gửi mail cho thầy nhá. Xong rồi sau đấy thầy sẽ lưu được vào trong máy của thầy luôn mà, trong cái server của thầy á. Ok. Rồi con nói lại với thầy đi nhé, và tôi sẽ gửi mail cho thầy, xong rồi tôi nhờ thầy sẽ gửi. Hoặc tí cô sẽ cung cấp lại email của thầy cho mọi người nhé. Mà trong bài giảng nào thầy cũng có trên mặt bảng á. Ok. Thank you.
Okay, Mrs. Hart, what would you like me to do with it?
No, thank you, teacher, because I reminded her that she should write you email.
Right.
Yeah. So you can save her email address. Much better than sent into the chat box, you know.
Yes, I think maybe it's a bit long for the chat box.
Yeah.
This is too long. Yeah.
It's check the lesson as well. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So Trami, how many parts are there in the speaking test?
3 parts.
3 parts, correct. That's good. Let me see. Duknia.
Yes.
Duknia, in part 2, how long do you have to talk for in part 2 of the speaking test?
2 minutes.
Correct. You have to talk for 2 minutes. Okay. Fong Lin.
Yes.
Fong Lin, in part 2 of the speaking test, how long do you have to prepare your talk? How long?
I have to prepare 1 minute.
1 minute is correct. Yes, you have 1 minute to prepare for your 2-minute talk. That is correct. 1 minute. Zalin,
Yes.
tell me one thing the examiner is looking for when you are speaking. Tell me one thing. I gave you
Oh,
about 4 or 5 things. Tell me one.
in speaking, you have to like answer two or three sentences and give the examiner a reason and for example about the topic.
You do? That's good. That's not quite what I was asking, but that's good. That's very good that you know that. Okay, but what is the examiner going to be listening for when you are talking? So forget what you are talking, forget the subject you are talking about. What are in your speech or your talk, what is one thing the examiner is going to be listening for? E.g.
Yes, like example.
Yeah, e.g. example. So what is one thing the examiner is going to be listening for? I'll give you one example, pronunciation. Okay,
Yes.
that is one. Can you tell me another one?
The reason?
No, this word begins with G. G.
Oh,
What's he going to be listening for? That you are using the correct what?
grammar, I think.
Grammar, yes, grammar. You are using the correct grammar. Okay, and the other things, as you can see here now, are fluency. That is that you are speaking smoothly without too many gaps. All right, and the other thing here is vocabulary. Lexical resource is just a very academic way of saying vocabulary. How many words you know. All right, so those are the things the examiner is going to be listening for. All right, thank you, everyone. So if there are no questions about that, we will go and on with the rest of the lesson. All right, if, by the way, anyone would like a copy of that sheet I just showed you, this is my email address here. All right, so please email me. All right, then I will have your address and I will send it to you. So it's ricky43@outlook.com. Okay, so what we're going to do now for the rest of the lesson is we are going to look at speaking topic for 1 minute. 1 minute. I want you to talk about yourself and your family for 1 minute. All right, not 2 minutes like we do in the exam. So this, you might remember, is exactly what you wrote for me last week. All right, remember last week I got you to write like your name, age, hometown, your favorite subjects at school, your favorite food, what you want to do for a career, how many siblings you have. Okay, this is easily enough, by the way, to fill up 2 minutes. All right, so please don't try to do everything. All right, unless you can talk about it very quickly. So now I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare. All right, and you have to talk to me for 1 minute. And the one thing I do want to hear is I want you to write down a final sentence that brings your talk to a neat and tidy conclusion. And an example of a final sentence would be, and I will put this in chat for you. Okay, hopefully you can all see that. Please tell me if you can't see chat. Okay, all right, and that is the story of my life so far. All right, so please write, well, you can even use this if you want, because we are just practicing. Okay, but if you write down your last sentence and then you can read it at the end of your talk, it doesn't matter if you are reading it, doesn't matter, because you are writing notes anyway. Okay, so if you have to read your last sentence, that's fine. But if you have a last sentence that is written down, even though you might get a little bit lost while you are doing your talk, if you have the last sentence written down, that brings your talk to a very neat and tidy ending, okay, which will have a good impression on the examiner. Okay, does anyone have any questions about what I'm asking you to do? Is everyone clear what I'm getting you to do? So each of you is going to talk to me for a minute. All right, this is your topic card. Okay, this is your topic card, and it is exactly what you did last week, except this time I'm going to get you to talk it to me. Hello, Bao Lin. Can you hear me, Bao Lin? Are you back online yet?
Bảo Linh, not yet. Here, here.
Not yet.
Here. She's here.
Oh, she's here.
Bảo Linh trả lời.
So I say, Bao Lin, oi.
Bảo Linh ơi.
Bao Lin, oi. Can you hear me, Bao Lin?
Bảo Linh có trả lời không? Bảo Linh ơi. No, yeah, maybe the signal is very
Not
weak
yet.
at her house.
The signal's weak. It's okay. I just thought I'd try. Okay, we've already had our minute to prepare.
No, Bảo Linh kiểm tra lại thì không nghe được đâu.
Yeah. Okay. Try me. Try me.
Yes.
Okay, try me. You can relax. All right, you can relax because I'm going to get you to go last. I've asked you to go first each time. All right, so now you can relax and listen to the others go first. All right. Okay. All right. So instead, I'm going to start with you, Zalin. Zalin.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, Zalin. Okay. So do you know what I want you to do?
Yes, I know.
All right. Are you ready to start? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, Zalin. Away whenever you are ready, please start.
I will start.
Yes, just start.
Hi, Mr. Rick. My name is Zalin. You can call me Lin. I'm 15 years old and my hometown is Quy where is the place, where is the beautiful place and many tourists come to visit. At school, my favorite subject is, I think it's math. Math is very exciting, so I really like this. About my hobbies, I prefer watching movie, listening music, and doing housework. My favorite food is chicken. It's so delicious. And about my career, I haven't thought about my future career because I am studying in high school, so I don't have thought about this. And in my family, I have brother. He is 19 years old, and he's studying in university about dentist. Cho hỏi là nha sĩ thì sao không nhớ ạ?
Dentist con.
A dentist. She studied dentist.
Okay. All right. That's very good, actually, Zalin, but more than 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But you were very, okay. So you were very fluent. That was good. Your fluency was very good. Did you have a last sentence written down, please?
And the last sentence is about topic.
Yes. Yes.
And
What-
this
what-
about my.
Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
Okay. And that is about a story about myself. And thank you for listening.
Okay, that's very good. Excellent. Excellent last sentence. That's exactly what I mean, Saulan. Okay, so very fluent, good vocabulary. Okay, I only heard 2 mistakes. I think when you were talking about your hobbies, you mentioned your hobby is watching movie. Okay, it should be watching movies. All right, has to be plural. So remember to put an S on the end of movies, watching movies. And then I think you put an S on the end of a word you didn't need to. You said you also like listening, listening to musics or listening musics, I think you said. So the sentence should be listening to music. All right.
Yes. Okay.
Music doesn't need an S on the end.
Yes.
All right. Music can be singular or plural. One of those words that can be either or, singular or plural. All right. So a word like movies needs an S on the end if you are watching more than one movie, but music doesn't need any S on the end. But that was very good. Very good.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Zalin. Thank you. Okay. Fong Lin.
Yes.
All right, Fong Lin, are you ready to go?
Yes.
All right. So I will stop you at the end of 1 minute. Okay. So you only need to talk for 1 minute.
Okay.
All right. Whenever you are ready, please start.
Hello, my name is Phương Linh. I'm 15 years old. My hometown is Hanoi. My favorite subject is history. I have, sorry.
Sao thế con?
She disappeared.
Yeah, because maybe has some problems at her house.
Some problem at her house, maybe.
But maybe
Okay.
turn.
I will go back to her.
Can I turn back in a few minutes? I'm so
Can you
sorry.
come back in a few minutes?
Okay.
Okay.
Another.
Okay, Fong Lin. Okay,
Thank
that
you.
means Din Min, you are next.
No,
Sorry,
Duk
Nia.
Duk
Duk
Nia.
Nia.
Yes.
Okay, Duk Nia, whenever you are ready, please.
Hi, my name is Nia. I'm currently 15. My hometown is Hanoi. My favorite subject at school is math, and I love to play basketball and play video games or something. My favorite food, I don't really have a favorite food. I like to eat like all foods, and I want to taste every food that I can. So I don't really have a favorite one. I want to play professionally at the sport that I like, which is basketball. And my family have 3 people, me, my mom and my dad. They are both retired. Yeah.
Okay, that is the end of your talk.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Okay, right. So that's right. You need a last sentence like that written down. Okay. Actually, that was good for time. That was 58 seconds. So that's pretty close to a minute. So your time was fine. What you were saying was fine as well. Just yes, as I was saying, please make sure you have your last sentence written down. All right. And one thing I will have to, I think, work with you on a little